I can cross this off this day off my bucket list. Check. You know, picture with Chuck Woolery. Check. Watch Chuck Woolery make fun of Andy Barness. Two, thank you, Chuck. 2 of them crossed off my bucket list. So you use them, you throw them away, but today we are finding out how we can get the most out of some ordinary household items. Amanda Thomas, the owner of Moxie Girl Household Assistants, has some tried and true solutions. We're talking duct tape, chopsticks, like all kinds of things that, quite frankly, we throw away.
Yep.
It's good to see you. How have you been?
Good. How are you?
Good. Well, I'm a little, dreamy right now.
A little starstruck.
A little bit. So let's start over here, because a painter's tape and duct tape, we can use them for other things than painting and really just everything.
Yep, absolutely. If you have kids, this is one of my favorite things. If you have kids, or if you're a preschool teacher or run a daycare in your home, you know how hard glitter is.
Right.
To pick up. It gets everywhere. So why not use some tape?
Oh, that's a great idea.
Pick it right up.
I need that in my craft room. Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. Brilliant.
Yeah. So another idea with it is living in Arizona, if you ever fall on a cactus or get some cactus, whatever they're called, prickles in you, just take some tape and stick it on there and it'll pull it out. So you can use either.
Really?
Duct tape will work a little bit better than painter's tape just because it's a little bit more sticky, but either kind will work.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
What is this? Because I'm drawn to the flowers.
Yeah. If you're doing a flower arrangement and your flowers aren't standing up for you very well, just take some Scotch tape and crisscross it along the top, and that'll create some little holes for you. And
you know what? That's a great idea. We just recently had a flower segment, and the florist came on, and she showed us this like floral stuff. But this is a much easier and more inexpensive. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yep.
Than going and buying the fancy dancy stuff.
Yep, absolutely.
They just slide right in.
They do, and then they'll stand up straight, and then you can just use your pieces that have some greenery around the edge, and it'll hide the tape.
Very good.
Yeah.
Great idea.
These are some of my favorite. These are tips for clear nail polish. So if you have eyeglasses that are loose, one of the arms is loose, you can take a little drop of the nail polish and put it on the screw, and that'll solidify it, and it'll keep it from falling apart.
Oh, okay.
If you have a button on your shirt, like this one that's coming a little bit unthreaded, just take a little bit of clear nail polish, put it on there, and it'll secure the button on.
Really?
And then who hasn't had the bottom of their shower or their shave cream rust in the shower? If you coat it with clear nail polish, that'll create a protective barrier and you won't have any rust in your shower anymore.
Oh my gosh, that's a genius idea.
Before you throw out your 2-liter bottles, we've got some tips with those. You can cut them in half this way, make a funnel with one half and a scoop for the other half. You can use it for bird seed or gardening. That way you don't have to get your hands dirty. Or if you go camping or have any activities in the park, just take a bottle, fill it up with water, and tie it to your tent or anything else that could fly away, and it'll keep it tethered down for very cheap.
Great idea. And then you can fill it when you get there, so you're not like lugging heavy stuff in and lugging heavy stuff out. I like it.
Exactly. Okay, so now we've got some tips with some salt. And any kind of salt will do. We've got kosher salt with us today, though. If you have any fake plants that you need to clean, they're getting a little bit dusty, instead of wiping them by hand, you can just throw them into a paper bag with about a 1/4 cup of salt and shake it around. The salt is going to knock the dust off, and then it'll all settle to the bottom, and you'll have nice, clean, full plants when you get out. Yep.
Huh. I went and bought some, I don't know, it's silk spray stuff at Michael's.
Yep.
And it didn't work. It just made the dust get
muddy.
Muddy, exactly. Yep. Yeah. What are you doing over here? Because I know a friend who has a lot of these.
Wine corks are super versatile, and who doesn't have a lot of them around their house?
Not me, just so you know.
If you have a few of them and you want to make your knife drawer a little bit safer, you can protect your knives and your fingers by super gluing them together, and then you can just put your knives in like that. So that way they're never blade side up, and it protects the blades from scratching against each other. It'll keep them sharper.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah. You know, in your kitchen cabinets, those little pads that keep it from banging shut.
That have all fallen off?
Exactly. Take a wine cork, slice it up into little pieces like this, and then just glue them on. And there you have them again. You don't have to go buy anything.
I like the ideas that you have here because A, everything's already in our home, and B, it's kind of a, it's a repurposing approach to everyday solutions.
Yep, yep.
I like it.
Yeah, absolutely. You can also make, if you are really crafty, you can cut them in half or in thirds and then glue them together and make trivets or, pot holder type things.
Oh.
And another one with corks is just if you have a pot that needs to drain, if you have your anything planted in it, again, just slice it up and put your pot on there, and that way it has room for the water to drain out.
Oh gosh, that's such a great idea.
And then finally, we've got our chopsticks and toothpicks. So if you have kids, again, you have Play-Doh toys, and they get Play-Doh jammed in there.
I'm telling you, this is
As a mother, you know.
so frustrating. I've stopped buying them.
Yeah.
Because they get hard in there and it never comes out.
Exactly. Well, now you have a solution. You can use your little toothpick and just scrape it on out of there. Makes it super easy for you.
I could have used that tip before I went and like threw them away or gave them away.
Oh, same
What's
concept.
with the chopsticks?
Oh,
I have to
chopsticks.
ask.
Well, you can use them if you have a plant, again, that's falling over, like a live plant that's falling over. Use it as a stake in a small plant. But this is my favorite. You ever step in mud or worse on the bottom of your shoe? Look at how great this fits in there. You can just scrape it on out with the chopsticks.
Oh, so when you go to Payway and you know you're taking it home, and so you really are going to use forks
Because you don't have to impress
because
anybody
you
with
don't
chopsticks.
really need to, impress anybody, and you frankly want to like put it into your mouth a lot faster than a chopstick would allow.
Hold on to them.
Take them,
Yeah.
use them.
Yes.
So many different ways. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Good
Thank
to
you.
see you as always. And if you would like to take advantage of the Moxie Girls' expertise, you can reach them at 602-633-GIRL.